What is up, everybody? So, seems like the Cosmic Wonder guy, I don't know his actual name, but seems like he's doing a video, or he just uploaded a video of talking about the villain of the Thor Love and Thunder, GORR. I think it's GORR. And this one is Thor Love and Thunder, new GORR details revealed by Marvel Spider-Man Easter egg. So I'm guessing it's gonna be something related to the PS4 Marvel Spider-Man game, which is a really good game, by the way. So yeah. By the way, I hear a lot of you guys were, not a lot of you, one of you guys were running your mouth or misunderstood on what my expression was or how I felt about the Thor Love and Thunder. Because one of you guys commented, because I was watching I was reacting to Dyro Magnus' reaction to Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. And you guys thought, one of you guys thought that I actually felt disturbed when he says that Doctor Strange trailer was a lot better than Thor Love and Thunder. If you watched my expressions, you knew that I was actually agreeing to it. Matter of fact, I say something in the lines of, I'm estimating here, I'm paraphrasing, but I'm pretty sure I said something like, can't argue with that, or can't disagree with that, some shit like that. There's no frame of mind where I felt disturbed. Trust me, you will know when I'm really disturbed about something and when I'm not. Okay, all you gotta do is pay attention to the video and watch the full video. Okay, I actually agreed to the man. Okay, I actually believe also that Doctor Strange trailer was a lot better than the Thor Love and Thunder teaser trailer. That's just my opinion. Okay? And I don't have to, this was another one that he said, right? He or she or whatever, one of you guys said that I had to accept on the women empowerment, and I gotta accept whatever's coming into the movies or anything like that. It's basically what you said, which is not the case. I don't have to accept anything, okay? If I don't feel like watching the Thor Love and Thunder, I am not going to. If I'm not interested, I'm not going to watch it. Nobody's forcing me. Nobody's gonna shove it down my throat on certain things I feel uncomfortable watching. Okay? So, and I don't have a problem. I'm pretty sure he probably thought I had issues. The person probably thought that I had issues of, women that are in the Marvel character, which is absolutely false. Because you guys know I'm a fan of the Scarlet Witch, so if I had problems with that, then I would not been a fan of of Wanda, and I wouldn't watch the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness because she's in it. So it's bogus. So anyway, he misunderstood, so his comments were deleted. So and if you guys got an issue with me having my expressions and having my different opinions on certain subject or whatever, you can always unsubscribe. I mean, I don't need you. I just need the ones who understands where I'm coming from, and the ones that subscribe and loyal to me, and they understand where I'm coming from. And yes, we can have different opinions here and there, respectfully, not disrespectfully. There's a big difference. Okay, then we won't have an issue. Okay, those are the people I want in my channel. I want my subscribers, the ones that understand and that has a similar taste like I have, but they also have they have their agreements and disagreements and here and there, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have an issue with that. Just don't come at me and trying to misinterpret it of what I was trying to say on certain videos that I make, or different opinions that I say or whatever, So yeah, so any one of you guys want to talk shit to me, you know what happens. I mean, you will be banned, and your comments will not appear anymore. Okay, I don't tolerate it. So fair warning, if you're thinking of talking shit in the comments, talking shit to me, you either be deleted, your comments will be deleted, or it'll be banned. You will be banned. So, you guys been warned. And I'm talking about, of course, the jackass, aka the trolls. So, if they think they're gonna roll me down and trying to do all that shit. It just ain't gonna happen. So, letting you guys know. Alright? Now that that little skit is over with, why don't we just check out the man, the Cosmic Wonder, and see what he has to say about GORR.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and MCU. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and yesterday we got the first official teaser trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder, and it did not disappoint. It was worth the wait. In the trailer, we saw the new Thor. We saw him getting in shape.
And I'm still gonna check out the movie Thor: Love and Thunder. I'm still gonna check it out. I just hope I don't see anything that's too much sense of humor, you know?
However, one person that we did not get a first look at is GORR the God Butcher, the villain of this film, who is going to be played by Christian Bale. Now, there are many theories going around right now about why we didn't get our first look at GORR the God Butcher.
The Dark Knight
There were reshoots going on very recently.
And I think he played also the Dark Knight.
So maybe those reshoots had to do with Christian Bale's character GORR, and maybe his character wasn't ready to be shown yet, or maybe they're saving this first look for a possible cameo in Moon Knight. After all, GORR is the God Butcher, and gods play a very prominent role in the Moon Knight series, so who knows? But yesterday, Marvel Studios did roll out a new synopsis for the film that does mention GORR the God Butcher, even though we don't see him in the trailer. So let's break down what it says and compare it to what we see in the trailer. We also do have a cool Spider-Man Easter egg to talk about today as well. One relating to Thor: Love and Thunder, and one relating to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness that gives us signs that perhaps Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man is going to be in the film. So let's get started. And
Really?
Be sure to subscribe. So
really? Okay, so you're not talking about the PlayStation
this
game.
official plot synopsis was released yesterday from Marvel Studios to the press when the trailer and the new poster came out for Thor: Love and Thunder. And here's what it reads. A new trailer and poster are now available from Marvel Studios' Thor: Love and Thunder, offering long-awaited clues to what's in store for the God of Thunder. The film finds Thor, Chris Hemsworth, on a journey unlike anything he's ever faced, a quest for inner peace. But his retirement is interrupted by a galactic killer known as GORR the God Butcher, Christian Bale, who seeks the extinction of the gods. To combat the threat, Thor enlists the help of King Valkyrie, Tessa Thompson, Korg, Taika Waititi, and ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, who of course is Natalie Portman, who, to Thor's surprise, inexplicably waits.
I still don't know how Jane somehow managed to get her powers.
Together, they
I must have had to look back at the Thor, Dark World, and Ragnarok to fully understand. Because I don't know how the hell does that even happen.
Of course, and produced by Kevin
Unless Thor trained her, you know?
Now, what's interesting about this is that they don't really mention the Guardians of the Galaxy in this plot synopsis, even though they were basically almost in the full trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder yesterday. However, it was a teaser trailer, and it looks like they're very much not trying to show us a lot about the movie. They did tease some things, which we'll talk about, but for those who aren't like us, who follow all of this stuff every day, you probably don't know that Christian Bale is going to be playing the villain and that it's GORR the God Butcher. In fact, there's actually no mention of a villain in the entire trailer. There's only one particular scene that shows us that somebody's out there killing things. But again, it's interesting that they don't mention the Guardians. That makes me believe that everything that we saw in the Thor: Love and Thunder teaser, for the most part, all the parts of the Guardians of the Galaxy, is probably in the first beginning part of the movie. Whether that's a quarter of it or not even a quarter of it, it leads me to believe that they're only in it in the beginning. Thor kind of tries to find himself. He goes along.
Probably maybe the beginning and the end, you know?
But then they take off and they leave Thor and Korg, which we saw in the trailer, and they're probably not in the movie anymore. They're off to find Gamora and meet Adam Warlock and do a bunch of stuff that we'll see in Guardians 3. But thanks to the synopsis, we know kind of what happens here.
And Star-Lord probably, you know, look for Gamora too.
And this is most likely the time where he's
even though it's a different Gamora.
But his retirement is interrupted by a galactic killer known as GORR the God Butcher, who seeks the extinction of the gods. And thanks to this plot synopsis, I think we actually know what a few scenes in the trailer are now. Now, one is a scene that is taken straight from the comics, which I love. It's of Thor and Korg staring at a massive beast who is apparently dead. Now, this actually comes from Thor: God of Thunder #3 in the comics, and it's actually GORR the God Butcher's debut comic. Now, this beast is actually Falgar the Behemoth, the patron god of the galactic frontier. So this isn't actually a bad being. This isn't a bad beast here. In the trailer, Thor didn't just come across this beast and fight him and kill him. This was actually an old friend of his in the comics. Him and Falgar would come across each other while they were traveling the galaxy. They would cross paths, and they were buddies. Unfortunately, Falgar ends up going missing. And in the comics, and it looks like in the movie as well, Thor is actually the person who comes across him and finds him dead. Now, he actually died on his home planet, and he's surrounded by the people of the planet who pray by his side every day for his resurrection. But in the comics, and again, it looks like in the movie too, this is how everybody finds out that GORR the God Butcher is going around killing gods. And it's most likely this scene right here that cuts Thor's journey of peace and discovery short. Thor realizes that something is going around killing gods. And not only has this person killed a god, but also his friend. And Thor is a god himself, so this is probably quite concerning. But I'm guessing that this is actually what takes Thor to Olympus. There's a part in the synopsis that says, to combat the threat, Thor enlists the help of King Valkyrie, Korg, and ex-girlfriend Jane Foster, who is now the mighty Thor. And in the teaser trailer, if you look at one particular scene of Olympus, you can look at the bottom and you can see this whole crew walking into Olympus. And if you notice, there are two red capes there. So one is Thor and one is Jane Foster as the mighty Thor. Now, why are Thor and the group going to Olympus? Well, Falgar was actually an extremely powerful god. He was the champion of the Tournament of the Immortals for 5 centuries straight. And they say that Falgar wrestled black holes just for fun. So the fact that this god is dead is a very, very big deal because it takes something extremely powerful to kill him. Now, we don't really know much about the Tournament of the Immortals, but perhaps that's where Olympus gets connected here. Thor finds Falgar dead, so he goes to Olympus to find out more, and he goes to talk to Zeus, who was teased in this trailer and we know is going to be played by Russell Crowe. And as we can imagine from here, Thor is going to bring this to the attention of Zeus, who in his realm is the god of the gods. And we assume that he's going to warn him and seek out information as well. And who knows, maybe he'll join the fight. Because like the synopsis says, GORR the God Butcher is out to make all of the gods extinct. So that's a problem for Zeus as well. So be sure to let me know what you think about all of this. And like I said, we do have some quick little Spider-Man Easter eggs. One of which was spotted in the Thor Love and Thunder trailer and in Spider-Man No Way Home. In Spider-Man No Way Home's first scenes that look back at Mysterio's death, you can see at the bottom of the screen a message saying, political turmoil continues in New Asgard. And this directly connects with a scene that we saw of Valkyrie in the Thor Love and Thunder teaser. Now in this scene there's a sign to the right that talks about an energy crisis, but it looks like Tessa Thompson's Valkyrie wants nothing to do with this meeting. It's a very worldly meeting and she's an Asgardian, now the king of Asgard. So the political turmoil is most likely referring to the fact that the world probably wants some sort of a political connection to Asgard and Valkyrie wants nothing to do with it. After all, you have to imagine how the people of Earth view the Asgardians. They view them as gods. So it would make sense that these big countries would want Asgard on their side as allies. But again, Valkyrie probably wants nothing to do with it. And we have one more.
Hopefully they don't bring politics into this damn movie. Hopefully not. That's the last thing I need to see is politics.
In this ad, Wong accidentally spills something.
And I think I can speak for a majority of the people.
He says that he has to wash the cloak, but the cloak runs away. And as he's chasing the cloak, we see a truck in one of the scenes that says Joe's Pizza Parlor, serving New York oven-fried pizza since 1932. Now, Joe's Pizza is actually seen in the opening scenes of Spider-Man 2. It's who Peter Parker works for. We even see it on his bike.
Tobey Maguire's playing it.
Joe's Pizza. And if you notice the address, it actually says Bleecker Street. And if you recall, Doctor Strange's sanctum in New York is on Bleecker Street. So could this be a sign that Tobey Maguire is going to appear in Multiverse of Madness? Rumors have been going around for a while about this, and this is another hint at it. So be sure to let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any
I don't think so.
Live updates. You can follow me on
I don't
Thank
think.
you so much for watching.
I don't think Tobey Maguire is gonna be in Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. I don't think so. It wouldn't make sense. Why would he want to come back for it? It wouldn't. I don't think it would make sense to the story. Unless, of course, if you're gonna bring Spider-Man back, I mean, can't you just bring all their Marvel characters back since it's the multiverse of madness? If that was the case, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it would have been cool to see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but I don't know if it would fit in the story in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Now, could he possibly be in Thor: Love and Thunder? It could very possible. But I'm scratching my head and trying to figure out how did Jamie manage to get powers? How is that even possible? Someone please let me know, cause I don't. I mean, listen, I don't follow. I never follow into comics. And I know you guys. A lot of you guys, like, you guys dig deep into comic books, and you guys read a lot about it. And I know. I guess from my understanding, there is such thing as a mighty Thor, which is I'm cool with that. But my question is just how did that even happen? You know what I mean? I mean, it would be cool if Thor fights alongside with his girlfriend or his wife, whatever you want to call it. It would have been cool, you know what I mean? I would have been thrilled about it, as long as, certain things doesn't get too over the top, So, too many politics and the quote quote movement and all the woke bullshit. As long as, tied down, doesn't shove it down. I mean, it could be part of it, but don't, like, shove it down to us to the point where, like, it's not really enjoyable seeing the movie, nor it doesn't have anything to do with the story itself. So all I'm curious is it's the story. I want to see what happens with Thor, his retirement, because he retired at some point, and then what he's been doing since his retirement, which I still don't get it. Like, how come he wasn't in shape on Avengers Endgame, but now he's in shape for Thor: Love and Thunder? Huh? Come on, man. I think everybody would love to see Thor in shape on Avengers Endgame. Could you imagine that would have happened? Oh my god, you wouldn't need Captain America or Iron Man there. I mean, I get it, because, Captain America and Iron Man, they gotta get their shit in, and of course, Tony was supposed to pass away, he saved the universe. But, man, come on, man. We could have a savage Thor. I mean, Thor was savage in Endgame, but he wasn't as savage as he was in Infinity War, because he wasn't in shape, But that's just my take on it, As far as the Guardians of the Galaxy goes, I think we'll probably see maybe a little bit of action from them. But I tell you this though, I wouldn't be surprised if they put the end credit scenes of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. That could possibly be happening, because think about it, because, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy there, and then, they're going to be somewhat part of the Thor: Love and Thunder, so it would make sense if, after the movie, they put in the end credit scene of the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Which I think, I don't know, I know now I know that Doctor Strange is not going to be in this movie. But wasn't he somewhere going to be involved with, I think he was going to be somewhere involved with the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I could be wrong. But who knows, man, who knows. You never know with Marvel, man. You never know what they're going to pull up on their sleeve. So, anything can happen, But, yeah. So, I got a couple questions for you guys. One question is, how in the blue hell did Jamie get her power? Do you think they're going to explain that in the movie? I hope they do, because if they don't, I'm going to be kind of upset about that. Well, unhappy about that. Because it wouldn't make sense unless it was somewhere in the movie, like in the Thor Dark World or Thor Ragnarok. If it's around there, okay, then I go ahead and watch it. I mean, I'm still watching it back, I just finished watching Iron Man 3, so I'm kind of trying to catch up, so that way I remember everything, so that way when Doctor Strange 2 and the Thor comes out, I'm already prepared and find out exactly, what to expect, But, yeah, I would appreciate it if one of you guys, any of you guys, can help me out, And also, do you guys think that Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is going to be in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Me personally, I don't think so. But like I said with Marvel, you never say never. You never say never with Marvel. You don't know what tricks they got up in their sleeves. So, I wouldn't see why not. But honestly, to me, I don't think you would need it. But who knows? But yeah, so those are 2 questions for you guys. Let me know in the comment below. If how did Jamie get her powers, get the mighty Thor power, and do you think Tobey Maguire Spider-Man would appear in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness? Alright guys, well, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, you go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and share, and make sure you guys click on the notification bell so that way you guys can get more upcoming videos in the near future. And if there's any videos you guys want me to do a reaction or do a challenge, you can always just leave it on the comment section down below. And if you have any questions for me, you can either put it on the comment section as well, or you can email me at greatenzo97@gmail.com. And remember, always make sure that you keep the comments respectfully. I mean, we can have agree to disagree, but respectfully. Don't be talking shit, don't be running your mouth. And make sure you watch the video from beginning to the end, so that way you guys understand where I'm coming from. Okay? Maybe I could be a little off balance sometimes, but I try to get to the point as much as I can and try to get in, I try to make it sense as much as I can, so that way you guys can have a clear understanding of where I'm coming from. Many of you, of course, would understand where I'm coming from, but of course there are going to be others, but, like I said, just keep it respectful, and we won't have any issue, alright? We're all adults at the end of the day, so we need to act like one, alright? Well, guys, until next time, peace out.